Hi, welcome back to Accidental Thoughts. I'm Jason.
I don't know what I am.
Right. Today's
All
episode
I know
sponsored
is
by the.
we're back. We're back, baby.
First
Yes.
of all, thank you
After
to
a long
everybody
way off.
putting up with our stupidity.
Yeah, I don't know what's going to happen because I'm like, part of me thinks it's, we've been on this, short bus now for a while and they they may not let us off. I don't know
Uh,
I don't know what's going to
yeah, I mean,
happen,
I don't
man.
know about you, but I've been getting asked by people at work, when y'all going to
Yep.
put out a new one? Well, we tried last week and, well, the internet decided not to cooperate. So here we are again,
It's kind of
trying
like one of
again.
them deals where it's like, I don't know if I really want to say anything bad about Mr. Musk or anything like that, but he might still be tampering with our stuff.
You think we still got Elon mad?
I don't know. I don't
Fine, Elon. If you give me a Tesla, I'll drive it.
know. You're brave. You are
You can get me
brave.
one. So yeah, there.
But you're braver than I am. I wouldn't do it. Nothing against it. It's just I'm just not for him or anything like that. I mean, I ain't gonna go down that road. There ain't no telling. I mean, he may be part of the. He might even be part of the what do they call it? The weather manipulating. What is it called again? Crap.
The geoengineering, cloud seeding, or whatever they're calling it
Cloud
now.
seeding.
They keep
Yeah,
coming
that's
up with
it.
new.
He's part of the
It
cloud
was cloud
seeding.
seeding that but now they can control the
Yes.
storms with more seeding. They use lasers. Man. There's laser beams controlling the weather.
Yeah. Today, rain. Tomorrow, snow. What the crap? It's like, come on, man. I don't know what to think. What's
All
weird?
right. Yeah.
What's weird? We live in Texas, okay? And I mean, this is
Yep.
this. If
And
there's
yeah.
ever an accidental thought, this is it. We live in Texas, and I mean, I moved here back in '95, and I have been here now for 30 years. And the one thing that everybody seems to say all the time, give it 5 minutes and see what happens. I've heard that in every language, in every way. Wait 5 minutes to see what happens. I will
What's the weather here?
testify to that. I stood in my driveway the other day and I felt a cool breeze, and I'm saying, "What is that?" And I looked down my driveway, and my driveway is approximately about 300 feet from my garage down to the street, and it's dumping at the mailbox. I mean, it is dumping, not a drop up at my shop. And I'm like, huh. So I kind of wondered, if you say wait 5 minutes and see what happens, hell, wait 300 feet and see what happens. Like, it never got to me. I'm like,
Literally, yeah. I
this
mean,
sucks.
it's definitely been one for the books. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had some crazy weather as of late.
Oh, I know.
Uh,
It's nuts.
do you remember it raining all day mid-July before?
Uh-uh.
I don't. Last time we had that was when we actually had a bad hurricane come through.
Well, think of it this way. We're sitting here almost to August, and can you recall, not heat index, but temperature? We haven't hit 100 degrees. I don't think we've hit 100 degrees solid. We've hit over heat index wise, but not the temperature. And normally it's all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's usually like that.
It's nuts.
Usually like that quite a bit.
Right.
We actually officially hit 100 degrees first time this year on July 22nd.
We did? Because I don't even know.
We did on July 22nd this year. Finally hit 100. We did not get over. I don't. The
Right.
average date for our first 100-degree day is usually July 19th, so it's not totally off schedule, but
Right.
it's still pretty crazy that we've actually, July 22nd, we barely hit 100 degrees, but I swear we hit it before that this year. I felt like we did for
I
sure.
don't know. I don't remember. Because
We'd
like I
have them
said,
rainstorms earlier in the year. It'd get hot.
Oh, it's been crazy. I mean, it's been just
Hell yeah.
it's insane. I don't understand it. But I'm not. I mean, don't get me wrong. Well, it don't really phase me all that much or anything. But still, I prefer to be cooler. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, dude. The same here, you can always throw on another layer of clothes in the cold, but
Yeah,
can
no
only take
shit.
so much off
But
in
I'm
the heat.
not. No, the other things like
And
no.
beware if you drive up anywhere near, the north end of town, you might drive by this old country house there and find Jimmy out there standing in his chonies because it's hot.
I don't give warnings.
Yeah, he doesn't give warnings. So,
I
don't drive by his house in the middle of the
it
day
just happens.
unless
It
you
just
want to see somebody in their chonies.
it just happens.
So
You know.
there's a question for you. Were we the last generation to grow up with the word chonies in our house, or did
I
it
don't
become
know.
an
I would
exclusively Hispanic?
say I would say more than likely because I have never heard anybody else use that phrase. I mean, not of any kind of intelligent age.
Not
And
of,
I use that
exactly.
vaguely because the fact that I myself want to say that I am of intelligent age.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
We've grown
no.
older, not more mature.
Yeah, no, I'm not even buying it, man. It's like,
We got the mini lightsabers.
yeah, I'm not going that far.
It's actually a battery operated hallway light for emergencies. So sticks up on a little magnet base, but
Sure.
it's fun to make fun
I
of it like a
bet.
lightsaber because it looks like a little lightsaber.
Yep. Nope. Uh, it could have been in something
I could
else.
always
I
get the
don't know.
blaster beam.
Okay. I don't understand. Okay, you're into flashlights, apparently, but you're
I
into
have a yes. Every time
yeah,
Home
and
Depot
you're
puts
into
them on clearance,
knives,
I buy about it.
right?
I'm into knives and I'm into
And you're
Uzis.
into knives. Into what? Koozies, yeah, koozies, yeah, yeah. I wonder what the ratio is for people that would prefer to have glass bottles in comparison to the cans. Cans suck. Cans suck. I'm sorry. It don't taste right.
If you're
It
drinking
tastes like
alcohol, I think yeah.
right. Well, I mean,
Aluminum.
yeah. I
Actually,
mean,
it doesn't even taste like that anymore. It tastes more like plastic. So
all right.
because they spray that latex liner on the inside of the can so they don't corrode. So
So you're literally admitting to drinking some kind of a toxic chemical.
I drink Greek tea out of a plastic
It
cup.
looks like it. It looks like you drink it out of a can. I think it might do something with your hair
No,
growth there. It might have something to do with it. It might. It might be an accelerant or something. And the first thing you do, you reach for the top of your head. Seriously? Yeah, yeah. That's where the problem's coming from, bro. Yeah, that's where it's
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
that's
right
where my
there.
hair
That
growth
receipt.
are.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that skid mark on the top of your head, dude. I'm, ta- I'm, ta- I'm talking about what you got. Yeah, right there to cover up the double chin and stuff.
What double
Hey,
chin? I
dude.
don't even have it, and I can't find it anymore.
Exactly.
It's been more than a year since I could
Yeah,
find
you
my
have
chin,
complete
man.
deniability. Complete deniability. I don't know what you're talking about. That's like a perfect place for a concealed weapon. Instead of you putting your gun on you, freeze, pull it out underneath your beard.
Got you in my sight.
Wrong. That is so wrong,
Hey, hey, get your mind out of the gutter.
dude.
Imagine it's a barrel of a 357 or something. It's coming through
Yeah.
the beard.
Did you know a guy? You know a guy with a clear silencer? What?
Exactly. I saw him on YouTube the other day.
Yeah, sounds like a hell of an idea, but
The only problem with
uh-uh.
clear silencer, I think it would actually defeat the purpose because the silencers are actually suppressors, and
Right.
suppressors are meant to suppress the flash more than the noise, which is common misnomer. They do suppress some of the noise, but they're more meant to suppress the flash from the muzzle. So,
Right. Possibly.
little known fact you didn't know when you watched all the James Bond shows when you were a kid. James Bond was
I
like
didn't
the
watch
man.
Star Wars either.
Yeah, well, Star Wars, some people do, some people don't. I liked it when growing up. As I got older, I was kind of like, I could live without it. But as a kid, yeah, I had the Star Wars, uh, the equivalent of the GI Joes, the Star Wars characters. I had pretty much all of them, and I even had an original Darth Vader storage helmet, which, as you know, many years ago now, went at a Sotheby's auction for like $2.5 million. But we had to pare that down. Being a military family, when we moved, we had to do what
That
was
was
called paring
probably your
down.
set somebody found. That would suck. Oh, that would suck. It'd be some kid you knew back in school. That's who I gave it to. You
Yeah,
son of
what
a.
the hell?
That would be such a kick in the sack. It's like, oh man.
There would be. You know what though? You know what though? It was something we were used to being a military family and moving every 3 to 5 years growing up. It was one of those things that we knew was going to happen. There were certain toys you had to give up. And guess what? By the time we moved from there to Germany, from Amarillo to Germany, which is when that happened, it was one of those things where it was like, do I really play with this stuff anymore? I was almost 10 years old. And at 10, it would have been 1985. Most of the major Star Wars craze had died down a little bit by then. I was more about the A Team and Dukes of Hazard and all that by then, which were even older shows. Which go figure.
Now you want to see? Let me tell you. You're telling me about your Star Wars, stuff. When I was a
Had the
kid,
GI Joes too.
I didn't. I had, I did baseball cards and stuff like that. But the one thing that I really wish that I held on to or could find or whatever, I was really into Hot Wheels, just like a lot of kids. And I had the wheel,
Oh yeah.
the plastic
Oh yeah.
wheels, and man,
Yep.
they were full. Every chance you got, you'd go somewhere, you'd go to a Dollar General, a Wally World, or wherever. I mean, even a Piggly Wiggly, it didn't matter. Wherever you went, you were begging, can I get one of these cars? And they were only like, what? I think you get like three for $1, or, four for $1, or, you know,
Like a quarter a piece when we were growing up.
yeah,
Yeah, a quarter or
yeah,
30 cents or something. It was
yeah. And
nuts.
that's like, and it didn't, man, you wanted them. And for the life of me, uh, I don't know what happened to mine. But I know one thing. If I see a kid on TV selling them for 2 point some odd million dollars and I know the kid, I'll be pissed.
Yeah. Tell you what, you
Man.
talk about the Hot
What?
Wheels. My wife and her brothers had some Hot Wheels growing up that their dad saved them, and he had them in a bag. Now, don't get me wrong; these are all played with Hot Wheels,
Oh
but
yeah, yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
couple of them I looked up. Have they been in much better condition than they were? Were worth,
Right.
one of them I think I found was worth $1,000 in good condition, but the condition
Right.
it was in was probably $2. It was
That's
like
funny.
it's like,
It's funny you
eh,
should say that.
$2 up home
The
run.
other day,
Huh?
my
Mhm.
here, I'm gonna show you something. Okay, hold on, just a
Okay.
second. I'm
Okay.
gonna get something. Hold on. I'm back. All right, ready? I'm gonna show you something. My mother-in-law, she gave me this. Okay. Now, do you know what this is? Do you know what this is?
That looks like a flintlock pistol of some sort.
But now, do you know what it is? It was
It's a
an
flintlock, is it
Avon.
not?
No, it's an Avon
It's hard to.
cologne bottle.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember seeing those growing up. Now it's hard to
Yes.
tell because when we're recording, sometimes the
Right.
video is not that great on the thing.
Right. Right.
You're
Okay. It's an Avon cologne bottle. Okay. And
those.
my grandmother, she She did Avon all I could ever remember. And every Christmas or birthday or something, she would give me this. And the cologne was not awesome. Okay. They might have smelled okay, but they were the kind like, you would see like, like that scene from Back to the Future 3 when they poured the whiskey down in the car and it blew the deal out the back because it was so strong. That's the kind of cologne that was in these. I mean, when you put it on, it would burn. It'd be like, oh, yeah.
Like
I
it was
mean,
more like the aftershave from Home Alone.
yeah,
Yeah.
yes, yes. I mean, it was like, if you buy a cologne that says, try this now, try new, third degree, that is a warning label, folks, not a brand name, okay?
That's not a brand
I
name. That's
mean,
not a scent. That is
that's bad. But anyway, but anyway, my grandmother always
what's
turned around and gave me these. And I lost them. I mean, I moved away from up home. I was born and raised in, northern Arkansas, and I'm a proud ridge runner. I'll admit that through and through. But when I moved here, I didn't keep any of them. I don't know what I did with them. There ain't no telling. I was a teenager. I was stupid. My mother-in-law ended up getting some of these, and she actually brought me some over the weekend. And one of them was very recognizable that I remember having at one time. But there was another one in there, which I don't know what I did with it. I may have set it back with it. Anyway, I looked it up on eBay and somebody was selling it for
right?
600 and some odd dollars. And I'm like, okay, it's a glass cologne bottle. Yeah. And I'm like, what? It's a
They
cologne
make them
bottle.
anymore.
No, they don't make them anymore.
What's funny is you talk about those Avon ones. Do you remember the car?
Mm-hmm. Hold on,
Like
yeah.
the
Hold on.
race car? Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
my
Hold
mom
on.
had a
Hold on.
couple of those growing up.
Hold on.
One of them too.
I am back. You don't like this. All right. This is the one. This is the one that I had as a kid that she gave me. But this is my favorite one. Okay. This one looks like a race car. Looks like a race car. See?
Yeah.
That
Yep.
that
Yep. That's the
I
one
had
I'm
never
talking
seen
about.
it.
And then there was
Yeah. Yeah. And the Rolls Royce, yeah. And I had never seen
yep.
the race car one. I'd never seen the race car one. And this was the first time. I don't remember smelling this one. They should have smelled. Okay, see, I couldn't do it. No, no. I can't do it. I
Taking my
would.
hair up the butthole. That's what
Man,
his
it's
life
stout.
work gave on.
Lord, that's some strong stuff, bro. I mean, that is.
Oh, dude, and it was like it was super concentrated because it was in the bottle, the glass bottle,
I
as
guess
opposed to
it had
the,
to be
you
in the
know,
glass because the plastic would melt.
exactly, exactly. Well, it's like, you remember the fruit colognes?
Oh yeah,
The
I
fruit
still have
colognes,
some. Yep,
little cap,
yep,
and
yep,
or like that little
yep.
weird shaped bottle. Dude, I don't know about
Mm-hmm.
you, my grandma spice, and growing up as a teenager, man, it was like that's what I'm wearing, and that's what I wore for a while. Then as my nose became more sensitive to these smells, because I grew up around it, I didn't smell it as you know. I ended up with like the Dracar Noir or knockoff or whatever it was for a long time. So
Right.
everybody, hey,
Believe it
all
or
the
not,
girlfriends back there love that one.
I grew up on Stetson. I was a Stetson guy.
There you go. I wore that too. I used
Yeah,
to. You're talking about getting colognes every Christmas. Yeah, we would get like Old
yeah,
Spice bottles, and the Brut,
yep,
and the other stuff.
yep. It's if we were smart enough back then, all you ever wanted to look at everybody's like, "Are you all trying to tell me that I stink or something?" I mean, I just got
We
a
weren't
bottle.
nothing. We were like, oh, sure, what's this?
You get off this cologne or you get deodorant. Could you think about it? At Christmas time, what did you get? You get clothes. Okay. Now,
Clothes.
I know as a parent, as a parent, I can understand that because you're like, okay, we can get them on, get them a little cheaper for our kids and blah, 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 blah. But when you were a kid, you didn't want clothes. You didn't want socks or underwear or, you wanted the good stuff. And So if you,
Do
it
you
was
remember the
such a,
portable radios?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I asked one year, and this is the funniest story I remember from Christmas growing up. I asked one year
Uh-huh.
for a jam box. You remember calling them that?
Oh
I
yeah,
wanted
mine
a
had
jam
lights on it.
box because I could carry it.
Yeah, mine had lights on it, dude.
Now, to make matters worse, here's what's really going to throw you here.
Yeah.
I opened up one present that's the size of the jam box I wanted, and it was literally a box of not Berry Farms jams. And I was like, "What's this?" Dad looks right. I wanted a jam box. Not exactly what I was thinking, but I loved not Berry Farm jam, so like
Yeah, but
it got
I
eight.
guess you were
But
walking
I
around at school and you kept my jam box.
not Berry Farm on my shoulder. But I remember that one. That's
That's,
probably the coolest prank ever looking back on it.
oh
But
yeah,
when I
especially
was a kid, it was
when
like,
parents. It's like they weren't good at it. You know, when we were kids, we thought, "Oh, our parents can't pull good jokes." And when they do one, you're like, "You suck." You're like,
yeah, 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 devastated, man. You're like, oh,
yeah.
what do I meant? Well, I don't understand y'all's
Oh,
slang. Now look at a
yep.
toilet Riz there.
Yeah. You just
The
gave me
hell
an
do you
idea for
want?
Christmas, man. I'm gonna get these boxes of toilet seats or something and put something in to give them as gifts.
Or send them the links to the actual show that started that stupidity.
How about this? How about this? I'll get these boxes for toilet seats, and then we'll turn around and we'll put a pizza in it, and it's like, look, it's skibbity toilet piss.
It's yeah.
That's how
It's no longer
lame
pizza. It's
being a parent can be.
yeah, especially when you start speaking all this stupid slang crap.
At that
Yeah.
point, you know what I would do? I'd say, you know what?
What?
You want to be a real man, son? I need you to do me a favor. I need you to put some of this cologne on.
And while you're at it, this nail and plug it into the outlet on the left side. Not the right one, the left one.
I want you to put this cologne on, and I want you to go check the mail. I know it's only 150 feet, but if you make it back without crows and squirrels and everything else just kicking your ass from here to
Yeah.
one end and back, you'll be a man.
Right.
Are
I'll
you throwing
officially
stuff at
get
your
you.
bird?
Yeah, I'm throwing shit at the birds. You don't hear them over here? They
I
thought our jokes
couldn't,
were too funny.
but I could hear the. I'm like, I heard the bird. I'm like, did you just throw shit at your
Yeah, I
bird?
the birds came from them. One of these 50 gum cans at the cage. They know what time they're supposed to be quiet. That's
Yeah, okay.
why they're always noisy.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you,
Yeah.
maybe they're messed up. They don't know it's, maybe it's, Eastern, Pacific, Mountain. We don't want to be
No,
in
it could be
Central.
just that there's light in here. And even where they're at, the light, even though I got the light facing me, it's still more light in this area than there usually is this time of night. And they're like, what? I don't know, man. Is it still daytime? Well, birds are known to call the flock home at sundown. So if you got just enough light, it still looks like sundown, they'll start calling. If it's too little light, they can't see each other. They'll bump into each other and like, what the hell? At each other.
And yet you're
And if there's
indoors.
too
Who do
much
they
light, then they
call?
think it's nature.
Yeah.
They're called,
They've
well,
been
no, they
indoors
don't
this
know
whole
that.
time.
They're not that intelligent. They're just
You
parakeets,
just
man.
sit there, but
They
yet
see a
they
bird
can
through the
tell
window. It's like,
time. But yet they can tell time. I'm like, what the hell?
it's not that they can tell. But them are always open. So they always have access
Yeah,
to
but you're
natural
adding
light. So
artificial
when the
light
natural,
with your ring light.
there you are. And
Sun is
therein lies the
rising.
problem. They're confused as hell.
Yeah.
They don't know what time it is.
They're not that intelligent. Yeah, okay. They're
Uh,
probably looking at you like,
they're
you
not
know
smart
what?
enough to know that
They probably knew what brand that gum holder was you threw at them.
oh, probably by now.
Well, here comes the crets. Here comes some crets.
Here comes the Mentos. Dang it!
Here comes Mentos.
Must really
Mentos.
be
Oh,
mad
tick
at.
tack. Oh, tick tack. Tick tack on the way. Tick tack on the way.
In all actuality, we love our bird. I honestly think they have too little light right now because they're griping at each other.
I can hear him.
So if you look outside, it's just about sundown, or it is sundown pretty much, and I
Yeah.
think that's why they're acting stupid. Yep.
Here on Jason's farm, find out what kind of
Yeah.
condiment he will have to get his
Don't get
cat
me
to be
started on
quiet. Here
don't
on
get me
Jason's
started on the
farm
farm
report,
subject. What are we up to here? Animal count, real quick. 4
I
parakeets,
got
as you well
one
know, because
dog.
you hear them on the podcast. Yeah. 4 parakeets, 5 cats, 3 boys, 2 girls. All the boys are fixed. The girls are going to be fixed in the next couple of weeks. A dog who
You
thinks she's a
realize,
cat. One of
you
them
do that
thinks it's
again.
a dog.
You have writ your own Christmas carol. I have 5 cats, 4.
Uh,
You are a Christmas carol in yourself, my man. And you know what?
halfway there, man. Almost halfway there. I still got 7 more to go here. What do I add that doesn't drive me up a wall, though? Little water snails in an aquarium.
Thing is, if you start mentioning more animals, you have a daughter who's going to sit there and say, "What? We're going to get what? We're going to get what?"
She wants a pig so badly. But you ready for this? She wants a pig so she can make bacon and pork chops.
Okay.
I'm like, that's my
I
girl.
guarantee you,
Let's go get a pig.
part of you is like, "Yeah," and then part of you's like, "What?"
I'm gonna be the one doing the damn work.
Yeah. Now I got to go. I got to go build a smokehouse. She's going to ask me why. It's just a pig pen. Don't
Exactly.
worry about it. It's just a pig pen.
Well, no,
You'll be fine.
as you already know, when we went on vacation, we went to a place called English Mountain Trout Farm up there in Tennessee near Seaverville, I believe, or Seaver. It's not pronounced Seaverville. It's like Sevierville. There you go.
To the wallet.
And you go and you catch your own trout, and they cook it up for you. She was begging them to let her cut the head off. She wanted to cut the head off that fish.
Ah,
She wants so
if
bad
there
to
were,
go fishing and catch the fish and clean the fish. I'm like, this is the son I always wanted. She's a girl. And not that I have anything against my son. My son, man, and I love that. But it's kind of
can
funny
you
that the
imagine?
daughter's the one who wants to go hunt
She goes to
and
buy
kill
a
her own
pig.
fish and use chickens for food. And
Yeah, she's gonna go buy a pig, and when she goes to people to buy it, what are you gonna do with it? Well, I'm gonna love it and take care of it and nurture it and make it all big and fat, and then we're gonna have a buttload of BLTs. Exactly. It's like what? Yeah, that
speaking of
won't go
which,
over
though, we
well.
went to the on Sunday real quick to get a few things, you don't buy at the meat market. Walked in there, they had pork belly on sale.
Oh God.
So I bought a
You
couple of those.
should.
We're going to try a few things on the smoker.
What you ought to do is go in there when she's ready to go to bed. I got you something. And hand her one. Ta-da! Here you
Here,
go.
pet the piggy's belly.
Rub his belly. Rub his belly. This ain't the
Sweet from
same.
seen some smoked pork belly burn ends. I'm probably going to make them this weekend.
Well,
You got to come over?
time is up. Time is up.
Yeah, and that is our time for tonight, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
God, thank you for joining us on this crazy episode of Accidental
Whatever
Thoughts.
we
I'm
do,
Jason. That's Jimmy over there.
I'm just still
Yeah,
trying to figure out who I am.
we still got them rolling through our head. So we will be
Yep.
back. Pray that
Yep.
the electronics god favor us.
We'll see. We'll keep trying.
And we're